So that's my engine swap. I'm doing a boxer engine. Yeah, that's kind of corny and punny, whatever. But anyways, uh, yeah, look what happened here. Where the hell did the block go? Where'd the head go? Oh, some empty beers. Nah, we had Kyle come through. He is going to be taking on the KA and just rebuilding it back. It's something that yeah I could have done, but like I said in my other videos, I wanted to go something a little bit more powerful. Also, really just something different. Do something that I've like I said, it's just something that when you get into this car game, you kind of get tired of the same thing, so you want to like switch it up, so that's what I did. So Kyle, he came here from the West Coast today, and it was cool, talking with him. He's wants to, like, yeah, he's gonna be able to what do you call it, get his project going. So it's good that my baby here, her heart went to someone else, and what do you call it, be able to see her rolling on. But besides that, now look at this guy. I'm gonna take that and put that on the engine stand and bring that over here, whatever. But yeah, man, it's just something. I went and I was, what do you call it, driving to AutoZone the other day, and HP Logic, they're a shop right down the street, and they had a street racing made safe. So I guess they were rolling out to street racing made safe, and so there was like some 35s, 33, 34, 32, Supra, Evo. I think there's a Subaru as well, and just really when the Supra took off, man, that thing just sounded so nice and clean. It was just a nice clean spool and just and I was just like, damn, I miss it. And I'm just really excited because now those are all 6 cylinders. So now I'm gonna be coming. I don't know, maybe they watch this video, so then they're gonna, next time they see me on the road, they'll probably know I got a damn Q in there. But I really wanna surprise some people. That's what this sometimes comes down to. It's kind of like a pride game. You go and it's like, who's got the bigger balls or really the bigger dick. But it's just one thing, when you do homegrown and then you kind of race some people and you get good results, even if you don't beat them, but you stick up, you stay with them, and they had their stuff built at a shop. When it's homegrown, man, it's just a good feeling. But anyhow, I was looking up on the what do you call it, on the diffs, on the Z33s, and what I ended up just doing a real quick research. I really need to look at the FSM to confirm, and then also just look at the tags. But just a quick, search just showed that the 6-speed manual transmissions came with a 3.5. I think it was a 3.46 to 1 gear ratio for the driver for the rear end. I have a 3.9. So a 3.9 with a 6-speed transmission. If you're gonna see me, let's say I'm fucking getting on it, it's gonna look like a Fast and Furious movie. I'm gonna be doing like 6,000. We're really not 6,000 as being, but when they're showing is like all they're doing is just shifting gears and pushing the clutch. Like, pew, pew, pew. That's how it is gonna be with the 3.9. So, like I said, I did a quick research and found out the 6-speed manual transmissions, the 3.5, and with the 6-speed, that's probably good for naturally aspirated. But once you start throwing boosts, first gear is going to be like nothing. It's just going to run through gears. So, and then luckily, that car I got, which is the Z33, it's automatic. Found out those come with a 3.3. So I'm like, sweet. Because with this car, what a lot of guys are doing, they're dropping in the gear set of the Q45, which is a 3.56, I believe. It's somewhere around those. And with the 5-speed transmission, they're able to get traction down low. Yeah, the car's going to be a little bit slower, but you're not going to have useless gears or fighting for traction. So there's always a payoff when you're talking about gear ratios, and even at the same time you can play with the gearing with tire sizes. So that's what my thing. I'm trying to going towards the 3.3, just because I'm gonna have that extra power. And then also the next thing too with that is supposedly there are 200s. Again, I need the FSM, but if it is an R200, then that means the pumpkin that I have on here, the diff on here, all I need to do is just swap the diff plates like I've done previously. There's going to be more, involved to it, possibly. In a way, kind of not, because Nissan loves reusing shit. So what I'm hoping is that when I swap that on, it's just like a straight bolt on. And then the output shafts, again, I have to research that too. But hopefully they're going with a 5 bolt. When you do see the, excuse me guys, when you do see the 6 bolt flanges, those are generally R230s. I was looking at a quick image and it showed a Z1 concept, some website with their rear diff upgrade, and it showed it was a 6 bolt output shaft. So I'm thinking ultimately that's gonna be a R230, but I don't know. Like I said, I gotta get to that other car and just strip her out, because then that's the other thing too, is that'll be sweet if I can use that drive shaft from the automatic on this car with the 6-speed. That's just one of the things that I really do like, and it's not just Nissan, it's mostly across the board. Toyota's kind of do it too, is use the same parts in different chassis. So that's why I was talking to Kyle today, and like my front brakes are J30 front brakes, the rears are Ultima rotors with Z31 torque brackets and the stock calipers. There's so many different tricks to the trade. So I'm hoping with this Z33 that I can uncover some poor man upgrades. It'll be pretty sweet, because that's one of the things, like even with the White Bunny setup, we are actually doing that a long time ago, because my brother-in-law has a L28, and we needed a flywheel because we had an automatic motor, and we had a standard transmission, and we needed a flywheel and clutch, and turns out that shit just bolted up. Even the L28 transmissions, they followed the same bolt pattern as the KAs, but when you put it up, it's kind of crooked, it's tilted a certain way, but it does line up. It's just, that's why I'm just saying with Nissan, man, they like to, reuse stuff. So hopefully that's the case, like I said. So, going forward, man, we gotta, hopefully we can uncover some troops. And if you guys are out there and of some, little life hacks with this would be pretty sweet, because I would really appreciate this. So then I know from a standpoint. But well, anyways, it's going forward. I am happy. I can't really sleep right now. I was trying to get to bed because I want to go to work early, but I'm just keep on just thinking about what I got to do next. So really I just want to get a energy suspension kit and just get that suspension straight, get the sway bars, get all those mounted up. Even before, when she was KA, the driver, probably you saw my videos, like when I was around 45 miles an hour, steering wheel would be like and it's like a mixture between the tires, but also one of my flywheel, or not flywheel, without my sway bars, the rubber mounts, it just kind of deteriorated, and I had put polyurethane on one side and then the other side wasn't. And so that's what I'm trying to do. So before she comes back out, I want to make sure everything is good, nice and safe. So, if something does happen in those oh shit moments, I don't really have to, worry about something failing or whatnot. But that's the plan, guys. So hopefully I got some more stuff to ship out to sell. Still got the equal length and the turbo. I got to ship out the cams tomorrow. I see on top of the hood, I got a tapped oil pan. Um, and yeah, I'm just there. So I appreciate you guys putting up with my bullshit on my damn talking. But if there's someone out there who's looking to do a what do you call it, a Z32 swap under KA, because after 400 horsepower the stock transmission can't take. I mean, you could probably take granny shifting or just driving easy, but once you really push it, it ain't gonna flow too well. You will shred some gears or shock the tranny or do something. I'm looking to get rid of my kit there. So and this kit, the way I made it, I modified the excessive kit to work like a MazWorks. We're just waiting. That was one thing that was kind of funny with the MazWorks. They were kind of breaking out it because here goes the adapter kit, and then that bolted to the engine. Well, the MazWorks kit only does a half, and then it leaves a bottom, like whatever. But then my boy with the S14, he started having an issue where after hard pulls, the clutch would just fly down. And one of the issues was the engine adapter plate started, well, it was kind of, really the transmission started separating from the block under load. He was making nice power. And after that, he put on these engine torque brackets that I got somewhere. Yeah, they're down there, whatever. And then that alleviated his issue. But that was kind of weird that MazWorks didn't have it, or even if they did, maybe my boy, when he did his swap, he didn't have it, or I don't know what the case was. But that's just kind of like a little FYI, I guess. But besides that, hopefully I can get this damn place cleaned up, straightened up, and then go and get that Z out that other car and just bring that here, bring that with the 6-speed tranny. Made her up. I will need to get a flywheel and clutch, so that's gonna be one of those things. So I'll probably have to spend a little bread on that. Oh, and then that's one other thing. I know it's possible, it's not that big of an issue, is on our master cylinder, I mean, not really in the master cylinders, but it's with the slave cylinder down there. Ours is a push style, so that's what this clutch fork, comes. Where are we at? Let's see if we can get in here. Can't really see. But anyway, you see the clutch fork is like right there. That goes and disengages the clutch. The S30 or the Z33s, those run off of a pull type, which is a hydraulic like throwout bearing type thing. And what do you call it? That's what I believe it is. I gotta really double check, but I vaguely remember that's what it was. But when my boy, he actually had the twin disc competition clutch setup, and that was a pull type too. So it's really just it doesn't really matter because it's just hydraulic. So as long as you got a hydraulic pressure going down, that will alleviate that. So that's the only thing that kind of sucks about getting an automatic car, is now I have to source a throw out, or like that whole clutch setup. But then at the same time, I was able to get a 3.3 gear ratio, which is better in my my eyes, or understanding, logic, whatever. But yeah, so I guess, keep you guys updated. Try just moving forward, and we'll see what's up. All right, you guys take it easy.